Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Houn-Gee Chen at Tunghai University. I've been affiliated with Service Science Society at Taiwan since it started. I was also former president of Service Science Society of Taiwan. It is my great honor to be the moderator for this panel. It is also a very rare opportunity for the president of Service Science Society from 3 countries, Japan, Malaysia, Taiwan, to participate in this discussion. The topic of this panel is Service Science in Asia, Development and Collaboration. The specific issue going to be discussed and addressed in this panel, including the current development and practice for each region. And second, the talent cultivation, training, and in terms of opportunity and challenging, and also opportunity and challenging and facing the supply chain predictability, as well as advance of artificial intelligence development. And finally, is the opportunity and possible model for cross-regional collaboration. We will have 4 panelists in these sections. In addition to the president I just mentioned, our 4th panelist will join our discussion from the perspective of the government and the industry. This panel will be conducted like the following manner. The first, sharing. Each of the presidents going to share their observations and thoughts for 50 minutes each. Second, followed by a panel discussions that the panelists will going to discuss and exchange ideas for those issues. Finally, we open up for Q&A question from all the participants. And this each of the presentation will deliver in 15 minutes. So it's my honor to introduce to you our distinguished panelists from each region. The first is our first panelist is the President, Dr. Mochimaru. Dr. Mochimaru received his PhD in engineering and joined as a research fellow at ISee. His research interests are related to measurement and modeling of human function, as well as service engineering. Currently, he directs the Human Augmentation Research Center at ISee. He has published over 200 academic journals and got around 20 awards, including Space Table Award, also the Minister Award for Industrial Standardization by Ministry of Economy, Trade, and Industry. He also served as the chair of ISO TC I-59, as well as ISO TC 324 and ISO TC 329. He has been the president of the Society of Serviceology in Japan since 2020. Our second panelist is President Dr. Nordin. She is an associate professor at the School of Technology Management Logistics, University Utara, Malaysia. He has conducted research in the area of technology management, knowledge science, as well as service science, including lean manufacturing implementation, sustainable supply chain management, knowledge and technology transfer, and as well. He also was a visiting fellow at the School of Knowledge Science at the Japan Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. Currently, he holds a position as a CSP manager and a leader of Knowledge Science Research Lab, and is the president of Serviceology Society in Malaysia. Our third panelist is Professor and Dr. San-Yih. He received his PhD in computer science from the University of Minnesota. He had been teaching and conducting research at the Department of Information Management, National San-Yih University. He established and led a text mining and workflow research laboratory to conduct research in the area of data mining, workflow management, and text mining as well. Dr. Hwang has served as the chair of the departments and director of the research center and the dean of the college. He has been the president of the Service Science Society of Taiwan since 2029. We do also have our four panelists, is Mr. Fadah Hsieh. He is currently online. So please say hi to us. Thank you. Hi. Mr. Fadah Hsieh is a retired ambassador and currently works as a consultant for SaylingWen Culture and Educational Foundation and ISee Taiwan Foundation. He was Taiwan representative, which is ambassador to Singapore for many years. He also served as a vice chairman of Council of Economy Training and Development, as well as Vice Minister or Ministry of Economy Affairs. While served as the Vice Chair of the Council of Economy Training and Development, he was responsible for the development of the service industry in Taiwan. He and his team have worked out a comprehensive blueprint and to creating an environmental free to the service industry, and has been a landmark or kind of guideline for the development of this particular industry sector. And Ambassador Hsieh graduated from National Chen University in Taipei, having bachelor and master degree from that school. So that's going to conclude our brief introductions. Let's first welcome our first panelist to give us a 15-minute talk in sharing on this particular issue. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm Mochimaru from the Society for Serviceology. It is a Japanese academic society related to the service science. So my position is a research scientist of AIST, is a Japanese National Institute. I am the fellow of AIST. So what is the Society for Serviceology? Serviceology is a term we created. Service and ology is something like research or academicism of the services. So that was established as 2012. Just we get 10 years history. So it is we have the scope. One is to explore scientific systematization of the services and promote technical development of for solution and service individual issues, and to provide collaborative opportunity among the experts in business in various research fields on services. Of course, we are open to overseas countries. So our principle was set, so integration between social science and engineering. I am a researcher in engineering, but in our society, we get lots of research scientists from the social science, economics, and management, and so on. And collaboration between academia and practitioners, that's another point. So in my understanding, service research should be done in a real service field. It is not finished completely in the laboratory. As a case, and we should some collaboration with the practitioners. The third is international activities like this, and to establish a scientific and academic system of service for the society. So that is the basic idea of Society of Serviceology, and it's an SFS. So we have around 600 members. So regular members are over 400, and we have another student members and several supporting members, mainly in companies. And in organization, I am the president, and we have two vice presidents. One is Professor Yoshinori Fadah, and the other one is Professor Keiko Toya. And we have activity. One is to publish a web magazine, unfortunately in Japanese, and a journal. One is in Japanese and the other in English. And annual domestic conference, around 200 to 300 participants. And biannual international conference like this, and it is called ISee. It's participants 150 to 200, and from around 10 countries. So one more is an SIGC, a special interest group. This is the web magazine. So from April 2020, we changed the paper-based web magazine to paper-based magazine to the web-based magazine. So now we how to say open this web magazine, not limited to our members, but everyone can visit here. Unfortunately, in Japanese, and if you are interested in, please visit here and use some translation tool, please read the contents. Another activity is journal. We have two journals. One is a journal of Serviceology in English. We get every English paper submission, and due to the review process, and we have several papers but published. This is only online. And another one is newly established same journal Serviceology, but in Japanese. So both contents are completely different. Several contents were published in English, and several contents were in Japanese. So some cases it is difficult to explain English term, such as something like psychological expression or something. As a case, we try to use a Japanese edition. So, of course, both are an online journal. You can visit them. And as I told you, annual domestic conference, it is mainly taught in Japanese. So annually held in usually March. So this is the past venues. So next one is planned to hold, be held in next March 4th to 6th in 2025. The venue is Osaka. That is the campus of the Ritsumeikan University. It is located close to Osaka station. And we set a special thing for this conference. And general chair is Professor Tetsuo Yoshimoto. Yoshimoto Sensei is Ritsumeikan University, and he is mainly a social scientist. And program chair is me. I am an AIST, and I have another position in Ritsumeikan University, visiting professor. So, if you are interested in, please join the annual domestic conference. One more is biannual international conference. It is International Conference of Serviceology ISee. So biannually held usually in summer. And the past venue is not limited in Japan. We have had a joint conference with Taiwanese Cyber Science team in 2018, Taichung. And after that, we held in Osaka, and a little bit break due to the COVID-19. this last year we held a conference in Tokyo. And next ICSSI will be planned to be held in Stockholm. So it is a 2015, but not summer. Due to the schedule, it is set just before the Christmas season. Maybe very cold. But someone said very beautiful in the Christmas season of the Stockholm. So we asked to the general chair, Professor Patrick Strong, and the venue is his university, the Stockholm School of Economics. And we have several things. So we listed them. Several one is a theoretical discussion of the service capability or serviceology itself, and education or something very practical issues, and those kind of activity mainly Japanese. But if you are interested in, please join this CIG. This is a lot of character, I'm sorry. So this is research topics discussed in our society. So we have several categories. One is a theoretical issue, or for example, SDL, service dominant logic, or how is and what is co-creation. And the other is a designing issue, or how to design the service system. So today we have a keynote speech of service system. So not only concept, how to design the service system with participation of the stakeholders and so on. And we also focusing on the value itself. How to specify the value, how to co-create the value. And our society has lots of engineering research scientists, so we are focusing on utilizing of the robotics and IT, AI, and in some cases virtual realities and metaverse, how to enhance service business. So, of course, we are focusing on the concrete application field of the service business, and it's a restaurant and sightseeing and any local service business and so on. So, yellow line topic is especially active in our society. So, we were now recovering from the impact from COVID-19. So, of course, cancellation of the ICSSI, but that is an issue of society. That we have lots of issues in social in Japan, or medical care, health care, and any tourism, health, and restaurant, and sports events. Of course, we try to provide technology or new design or innovation to these kind of service industry. And much more challenges through serviceology to the society, to the planet. So in this keynote, this is a discussion. So one is we are facing to aging, not only aging, declining birth rate, it's a shortage of working members. How to enhance the productivity of the service, that is one big issue in your country. And of course, health issues, and of course, sustainability and digitalization. Those are a common topic in the worldwide and service science. So Serviceology tries to challenge these issues through the service research. That is the activity of our society. Thank you very much. See you in Stockholm.
Good afternoon to all the participants here at the venue, and also those in virtual. Okay, first of all, I would like to say thank you so much for inviting me to come here to share about service science from the Malaysian perspective. Okay, so before that, I will briefly explain about my society. Currently, my name is Nordin. I'm the president of Serviceology Society Malaysia SESMA. If you see here, our society name is almost the same as the Japanese society. Truly, we actually take the idea from the Japanese where we decide to have the society. We actually get few advice from Serviceology Society Japan. Okay, so maybe I explained to you about my society. So my society, this society we call it as SESMA. SESMA is actually, we can say that it's still a baby in terms of service science society. We're still learning, especially myself, we're still learning about service science. We're still, we like to grow bigger and give more more impact to service science Malaysia. So these are the vision and mission of our society. So we would like to be the leading society of service science in Malaysia. And in terms of the mission, that we focus on the co-creation of service value. Okay, in collaboration with other universities, government sectors, and also the communities. Okay, and then at the moment, our members are academicians and also from the industry. Okay, so the academicians, we have various of field, for example, like social science, ICT, quantitative science, and also from management background. And in terms of the industry, we have quite a number of industrial members, like those from the logistics and also from the manufacturing. So for our society, we have 4 scopes, which is research, education, industry, and community. And for the research, we actually would like to promote new concept of service knowledge, to lead the research and to develop more innovation related to research. And in terms of the education, we would like to provide more education and training about service knowledge. Where we first decide the objective, we mentioned here to facilitate the development of new degree models for graduates and postgraduate level, but somehow until today we cannot do it because to introduce new degree it takes longer time, and we go to few universities in Malaysia because service science is actually very new to Malaysia. So few universities are quite reluctant, but somehow it becomes our challenge and also opportunity to promote more about the service science. And in terms of the industry, we are looking towards having like a consultation and conduct training with the industries and so on. And in terms of the community, the society would like to create awareness and promote the culture of service, and also to promote the importance of the service value. So these are the key activities, okay, the key activities of our society. We are doing seminar, workshop, symposium, consultation training, networking and publication. So I will show you some few videos and a few pictures here. So here is one picture of the beginning of SESMA. Okay, these are the key person that involved in establishing the society. And you can see here in the middle we have Prof. Kosaka. Actually, Prof. Kosaka is really is the one, the pillar of this society. And these are the seminars and workshops we have done for. Okay, the conference at the moment, we don't have any conference yet, but we do join the conference that is conducted by the Service Science Society from Taiwan and also from Japan. And we do some networking, we go to the industry and also to university to discuss about service science. And also, we also publish a few, we also write a few articles to a local newspaper, and also publish a book about service excellence for society. Okay, so that is about the society. Okay, so this is an additional, additional information about the current development and practice of service science in Malaysia. Okay, if you see here, service science in Malaysia, we can see that it's still emerging. Okay, it's not fully developed yet if we compare to like Japan and also Taiwan. So, but somehow there are big opportunity to explore and then and grow the service science. Okay. So as you can see here that in terms of the Malaysian landscape, in service science there are growing interest in service science, especially among the businesses and also academia. Okay, nowadays, even though the word, if you go to Malaysia and you ask and maybe you ask question service science, they won't really understand the definition or the meaning of service science, but the concept is there. Okay, the concept is there. And then nowadays, more especially businesses are moving towards this service mindset. Okay, rather than only produce the product. Now more businesses are moving towards that. Okay, so we can see that there are growing interests. And then I will go through the practices, the service science practices. First we look at in terms of the academic interest and research. Okay, like I mentioned before, service science in Malaysia is actually an emerging research. It's still a new topic that now gaining momentum, gaining interest from other academicians. And then now we could see that more academicians in Malaysian universities are started to explore the service science concept or research. So for those who are doing service science research, if you would like to have a partner, maybe I could say that in Taiwan or in Japan, service science is maybe now has matured, but Malaysia is still emerging. And there are lots of opportunity in terms of research and innovation in Malaysia. And in terms of curriculum development, at the moment, there are few universities that only have maybe about 1 or 2 courses about service science. At the moment, we don't really have an undergraduate degree or maybe master degree on service science. But we are moving towards that. There are some universities are moving towards that. And in terms of the government, okay, now we could see that the governments also have put some initiative, Malaysian government put some initiative in service science. For example, like there are some policy, digital economy blueprint. Okay, so this blueprint is actually aimed to transform Malaysia into digitally driven and high income nation. Okay, so the government is somehow looking towards this area, okay, and to somehow increase, because at the moment Malaysia is developing countries. So we would like to move to developed countries, and especially the current Prime Minister really looking forward to make Malaysia to become high income nation. And the next important policy from the Malaysian government is that smart city initiatives. So in this smart city initiative, there are 3 cities in Malaysia like Kuala Lumpur, Johor Bahru, and Penang. Okay, they have pilot projects about this smart city, and this policy are now implementing in these cities. And also we also have Malaysia Productivity Corporation. Okay, so this actually a government agency that promote productivities and innovation in services, especially in Malaysia, Malaysia agency, government agencies. And we also have industry practice that I mentioned to you. Now more businesses are moving towards service science. Okay, so we can see that more companies are now adopting service design thinking, and also more businesses are maybe have technology integration like use AI, IoT, big data, and so on to enhance their service delivery. But somehow there are challenges about this industry practices in Malaysia. All these initiatives, we can see that more prominent to big companies. Somehow there are gaps to small and medium company. So we can see that, especially for the SMEs, it's still in early stage. So for us, the accommodation, these are the big opportunity for consultation and so for research. Okay, and then so I focus. Skip all this. So now we go to challenges and opportunity. So yeah, it's true that Malaysia are moving towards that, service science, and then we have this government initiative. We have the businesses are also moving towards the service science, but somehow we have challenges. The first one is a digital divide. The digital divide, especially in terms of the digital technology, we can see that the rural area, okay, there are some issues. Urban area like big cities, there are no problems when we look at in terms of the digital technologies. But the Malaysian government also looking into this, okay, really seriously to reduce the gap, the digital gap between the rural and also the urban area. The next one is skill gap that I mentioned to you before. At the moment in Malaysia, we don't have any specific degree courses, degree on service science. Especially for this skilled professional in service science, there's still a skill gap. Okay? So this one maybe for our society, we are looking into this skill gap, and we are looking more for Malaysia University to look into this, especially this service science talent. Okay, because if a nation would like to go to develop to be a high income countries, we need to have this the service science. Okay, we cannot solely focus on this technology, but we need to have this service minded. Okay, and then another one is regulatory issues. Okay, and then the next one is the challenges is cultural shift. Okay, at the moment, many businesses and even universities are more on product-centric mindset. So in order to shift from product-centric mindset to service-centric mindset, it required cultural change. So our society also looking into this. We are really into this. We need to create more programs, more awareness about how to change, okay, from the product-centric mindset to service-centric mindset. Okay. And so the future prospect, okay, we can see that there are lots of potential. Okay, there are lots of emerging technology, okay, that for Malaysia to look at it, okay, and also in terms of sustainability, like Malaysia especially, really looking into sustainability, really focus on the sustainable service practices, and lastly, in terms of global collaboration. Okay, global collaboration is very important for Malaysia. Okay, because of the challenges that I mentioned before, so we really need like advice, suggestion, collaboration with international partners. Like this conference, what we are doing now, is actually a good opportunity for global collaboration, where we have this interaction, knowledge exchange, and good sharing, okay, idea sharing. And then in conclusion, I would say that Serviceology in Malaysia is on promising trajectory. Okay, we're still at the beginning, but we can see that it's really moving forward. Okay, and then so there are lots of continued investment needed in education, technology, and also in terms of the collaboration. So I really welcome those who are here and also in virtual. If you would like to have research collaboration or any partnership with Malaysia, because there are lots of opportunity, you can come to me, and then we could discuss further about this service science in Malaysia. Okay, with that, I will say thank you so much. Okay, so.
Professor Chen and our panelists, Dr. Nordin and Dr. Masaaki Sensei and Mr. Hsieh, and then the audience online. Good afternoon. My name is San-Yih Hwang. I'm the current president of Serviceology Society of Taiwan. This is a list of questions Professor Chen sent to us, and there are 5 of them. So I will try to answer these questions in sequence. And the first 2 questions are about the service development in Taiwan and how the tenant cultivation in Taiwan. So I think our society played an important role in developing service science. So I will describe how our over the years how our society have done, as well as some related parties in helping service science development. Okay, the idea of service science was introduced by IBM back in 2004, and after that it actually caused quite a lot of interest in Taiwan, and several scholars, researchers, and industrial practitioners showed quite interest. So after some discussion, in the year of 2011, a group of scholars and intellectual practitioners decided to establish the Service Science Society of Taiwan. So this year marks the society's 13th birthday. Okay, this is our vision. So we hope that we can be a key driver of service science, and hopefully that in the near future we can become one of the leaders in service innovation. Every 4 years, our society makes a strategic plan, and for the upcoming strategic plan, there are 2 strategies. The first one is collaborating with leading domestic and international communities on specific themes. So I think ICSSI is actually an effort to meet this strategy. And the second strategy is to nurture talent and acting as a platform to link entities from industry, academia, and research institutions. And for that, we have already done some work. I came to that later on. Okay, service science emphasizes the importance of co-creation. And then to co-create, it is inevitable that we need to network it with people with different background and different industry sectors. So our members actually come from different backgrounds, including scholars and researchers and students in university, and also some from research institute and non-profit organization, and also some from enterprises. But most of our members actually are from universities, so that's why we still emphasize the importance of research. Okay, in addition to Service Science Society of Taiwan, there are a few institutes. For example, Institute of Service Science in Tsinghua University actually has a master program to train students in this discipline. And also there are some research centers in various universities. For example, here at the Fujian Catholic University, they have a Service Design Research Center, which is doing very well. Actually, its director, Professor Gu, is the program chair of this conference, and they are doing quite well. In addition to academia, I would like to particularly mention 2 non-profit organizations who have already put a lot of effort on service science-related activities. The first one is SaylingWen Foundation, which is who have spent efforts in developing talents in services. And the other one is ISee Taiwan Foundation, Kanji Taiwan Jijinhui, and they specialize in promoting Taiwan culture and developing services for hospitality. And these 2 non-profit organizations actually help the funding of our society. Okay, for the talents, actually students who receive service science training or take service science related courses are from different schools and have a diversified background. Some of them are from design school, and some from management school, and also some from engineering school. So they end up working in different industries, including IT, healthcare, finance, and so on. But with the training of service science, they develop extra capabilities to become a skilled communicator and collaborator, and to be more empathetic and insightful, and more goal-oriented and practical. Okay, we have a research awards every year, and we try to encourage students in master level and PhD level to work on service science related topics. Even this year, the awarded papers are presented the day before yesterday at this conference. Okay, we have a domestic conference called SR. And this is an annual conference held in different universities across Taiwan. And each year we have scholars who are interested in service science get together to share their research results and exchange ideas and opinions on the development of service science. And of course, we have international conference, ICSSI, which is this conference. And it is a biannual conference, and it was started actually before the founding of our society in 2009. But since 2014, it was held every 2 years. Okay, we also have some publication. Here I listed 2 publications. The first one, on the right-hand side, is Service Science, Service System and the Value Co-Creation, which was published in 2014. And not long after the establishment of the society. So the purpose of this book is to promote service science and to serve as a textbook for professors who are interested in teaching service science. And the second book, When Data Meets Design Thinking, was just recently published. And as you can see from the title, actually it discusses how to apply data science into design thinking. So it is actually a timely publication at the age of AI. And our society recently hosted several workshops on this issue, the combination of data science and design thinking, or service design. If you are interested, you can come to our society website for detail. Okay, we also engage with the industry, and one of the most important event that we host is InnoConnect Plus. And the idea is that companies post questions, and students and their professor as a group try to solve these questions. And this is the this competition has been held 4 years, so this year will be its 4th year. And last year we actually have over 160 teams join this competition. And we have each year we have 6 companies make questions for the students. And these joint companies learn a lot from this experience, because first they got the idea on how to solve their own problem, and they also get to know the young talents, and this competition is also a good chance for them to promote their companies. Okay, so this is a brief introduction about what we have done here in Taiwan for the promotion of service science. Then the next 2 questions are about how the geopolitics, economic fragility, and the AI impact the service science. And the third question actually is a big issue. I think I'm not qualified to address this issue. It should be Taiwan's President Lai Ching-te's job to deal with this problem. I'm sure our government is working very hard to address the geopolitics and economic fragility. But I think it still has some influence on the development of service science in Taiwan. So for example, when you design the service system, geopolitics or economic fragility pose some risks. So when you design a service system, you want to consider diversify your market or diversify your suppliers. Okay, and the second thing I think could be influenced by geopolitics and economic fragility is about the service innovation, because when one service is done, then you need some innovative service to take over. So service innovation will be particularly important when we face geopolitics and political, economical fragility. Okay, for AI, we all know that AI actually is coming. It is real this time. Okay, and for AI system is also a service system. So AI system needs service science, because with service science methodology, we can make the AI system more useful and more ethical. So it is important. But on the other hand, AI may also play a role as the service science research methodology. So, for example, in service design, we may use empathy, try to interview people with different backgrounds. And right now, with the emergence of generative AI, those large language models, after getting a lot of receiving a lot of training data, they are capable of playing roles for people of different background, different genders, different races, different education level, different ages, and so on. So the opinions or ideas generated by large language model may be useful when we design a service. Okay, the last question is about the opportunity for cross-regional collaboration, especially Japan and Malaysia. Actually, I have attended ISee service several times, and I also came to Malaysia to attend SESMA's seminar in person. And so I understand that we should learn and from each other, and we can benefit each other. So I really hope that we have the chance to work together in the near future. So here I list the three directions. One is to host the international event. So, for example, maybe in the future we can have a Pacific Asia International Conference on service science. And of course, it can incorporate our current conferences. And the second is the international research collaboration. We need to encourage our professors from different countries to work together, because in that way we have a better chance to come up with high quality research and the research that have more practical values. And the third one is about the international talent development. Students are interested in the career or the culture of other countries. So we can provide this opportunity, for example, for students to attend classes in another country or come to another country for their internship. So that's all the possibility we can further pursue. Okay, so that concludes my talk. Thank you.
We really thank you for our three panelists to give us a sharing on what have been done and what they are expecting to do in further collaboration. At this time, can I have an opportunity to invite our fourth panelist, is the Ambassador Hsieh. He is online, and will you kindly also share us your thought and your suggestions for our audience, please?
Okay, thank you very much. First, allow me to express my appreciation to all of you to attend this ICSSI conference. And apparently this unexpected typhoon didn't disturb us too much. I think this is because we are engaging in service science. We know how to find the solutions, and our services will be sure not to be disturbed and we can continue to provide our services without any failure. And I'm very glad to have this opportunity to represent my foundations, the SaylingWen Foundation and ISee Taiwan Foundation, as just mentioned by Professor Chen, and by the former president of Taiwan's Society. And these two foundations actually were inaugurated in 2003. Since then, we have the two foundations have dedicated themselves to the development of services industries. Mainly, it's because this is a global trend, and also my government has also selected services industry as other emerging industries that we have to promote. And as mentioned by Professor Chen, that while I was the Vice Minister and Vice Chairman of our economic ministries, I was responsible for the development of a comprehensive blueprint for promoting the emerging industries. I remember the logo we use for this program is called SMILE. SMILE, S means services, to be treated as the second engine that we want to upgrade or transform our economy into another stage. And then the second letter, M, which means that we have to keep in mind that when we promote our services, we need to have a market-oriented mindset. Okay. Then I means innovative. We want to take advantage of the development of innovation to create value. And so I agree very much for what has been said by Dr. Mochimaru about the value his society cherishes so much. So this is also our idea when we first proposed the development program for our services industry. And this is also the core value that the foundations that I am serving now is trying to promote, to take advantage of the power of value to lead the development of the services industries. So this is the idea very much matched with what we are all thinking. And then I mentioned that the logo we use for our services promoting L, SMILE, the fourth letter L, which means life. We wanted to take advantage of the development of our services to improve our life. Okay. Then E means sorry, I was a little bit out of my mind. SMILE, and E means environmentally friendly. Okay. So these five letters are actually kind of very fundamental elements that we have based on which we work out our blueprint. And then about the services that we are promoting by SaylingWen and ISee Taiwan Foundation. I actually was taking advantage of my experience when I served my government. Also, I try to help to develop some programs for the foundations. And one of the core services that the foundations focus on is the development of so-called exquisite services. And for this, our foundations has set forth missions to lead the development of our programs. And one is try to make our foundations to become an essential portal for the world to see Taiwan. And this means that we are caring about the cultural element that we have to input into our services products. And the second mission for the foundation is that we want to make Taiwan, or our foundation, be a model for cultivating talent needed for future society. And the so-called exquisite services in our mind is defined as knowledge-based services with high quality, high value, and are therefore able to be globalized. And we have also set up 4 evaluation criteria to see whether what we mean value is actually the true value that we are trying to create. The first is that we think value means the consumer is willing to pay higher than standard price to purchase the services. And the second criteria is that the quality of the product or the services themselves is higher than the industry standard, which means either the price or the quality have to be higher than the industrial average standard. So the service process should be also designed with a user-centric approach. So beside the price and the quality, the process of provision of the services should also be designed with a user-centric approach. So the foundations believe that in the future, the global industry trend will dictate that the sustainability can only be achieved through the pursuit of value. So this is why we think why we have we choose exquisite services to promote, and we think value is the core of our belief to promote these so-called exquisite services. So in our view, services are like a manufacturing product. They also possess their own value chains. So services also need to be designed. They need to have financial and marketing strategies developed. So during the process of providing services products to consumers, we have to make sure that each point of the provision of such services are well designed, managed, and carefully taken care of. So in order that consumers are able to develop impressive and unforgettable experiences to enjoy a full and complete services journey. So these missions and the beliefs make the 2 foundations support for the activities by government, industries, and educational entities who promote services development, such as Service Science Society of Taiwan, Taiwan International Student Design Competition, etc. So to help building a complete and competitive value chain for our services industries, the foundations have been developed themselves to talent cultivation and focusing capacity building on services design, cultural, tourism, and innovation. These four are defined as the core of the mission of the foundations. And realizing that services, either from the provider's point of view or the recipient's point of view, will involve very much the issues of the human touch. So the foundations have been working well with more than 31 universities in Taiwan, Singapore, and Malaysia to develop talent cultivation programs, which are helpful to cultivate students or leaders of the services industries to develop 6 important characteristics to foster their human touch attitudes. And the programs will hope that these characteristics will cover 4 items. First, friendly by nature. Second, innovative with diversity. And then technology aware. And also human-centric approach, uniting multiple domains and a global perspective with a local act. So the acronym for these 4 will be so-called FIT-HUG, F-I-T-H-U-G. And the foundations have also, through the establishment of ISee Taiwan platform. So this platform was also based on the idea just mentioned by our speakers today, that we wanted to create a platform which can bring people all together, all stakeholders together to co-create value. So using these platforms, we also hope that we are able to connect organizations domestically or internationally. So at this moment, we have already connected 5 prestigious international design organizations to hold industry forum, summit, and also a so-called Taiwan International Student Design Competition has also been held since 2015 to nurture design talents. The number of competitions submitted has been grown from 5,000 to 20,000 today. So this is a very successful program to cultivate our design talents. So with the advancement of IT and AI, the foundations will also focus on more to cultivate talents, building their capacity in these areas through the redesign or reintroduce of the curriculum of our talent cultivation programs that we have cooperated with all other agencies or organizations. So these are all what I want to share with you about what the foundations has been working on so far to promote the services industry, particularly the one with your societies. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Okay, thank you very much for Ambassador sharing. Indeed, SaylingWen and ISee Taiwan are 2 important non-profit organization foundations in promoting the service science innovation, as well as the cultivating talent and training program in Taiwan. So now we still have a few minutes left, so I'd like to take this opportunity to open up for a question and answer from all our participants and also from our panelists. So if you have any questions, you can just raise your hands from the online chat box, and then we'll let you to speak.
Steve, allow me to correct what I mentioned in the beginning about the logo that my government was using to promote the services. I said the logo is a smile. The last letter E represented employment. We hope that by promoting services, we are able to increase our employment. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that specific meaning of the E.
Okay, so here's one question from the participant, Houn-Gee. Okay, he's asking, Japan used to be very much leading in the area of robot research and development. So if Japan, President of Japanese Service Science President could comment on what aspect of serviceology or service science would be applied to robots or AI research and the development now and in the future.
Okay, thank you very much. So, one is, so of course, our research is, how to say, expanded for global wide, and Japanese several service industries do the worldwide business. But one, how to say, issue is today's topic, AI or something like a hot IT area. It is a big country and big tech leads how to say, something like a progress. The case our how to say, Japanese service industries try to get some good position in our service business related to AI. The case, and we are focusing on much more regional issue or local issue, and it is how to say, data is all the data not completely obtained from the smartphone. In the case, some service employees or something try to get data through the communication or something. The case, it can be in some, how to say, competitive local service business. The case, some of the service science in Japan is try to solve those kind of regional or local issue, very, how to say, severe connecting to those kind of region. That is our activity and try to solution the globalization. Is that an answer of your question?
All right. Thank you for this sharing. Any others? Yeah, please.
Okay, so here's one more question from a junior foreign researcher. I believe he is from Houn-Gee University, and he's asking, he is interested in service science, but he faces several challenges. For example, access to funding, access to industry, to conduct both qualitative and quantitative data to conduct research, and also access to collaboration opportunity. So he's asking, does service science and society provide any opportunity to address this issue?
Okay, I think many of the presidents can answer this, particularly the school in industry cooperation. Yeah. somewhere.
Okay, I think our society worked together with both universities and several research institutes like ISee and ICSSI, and also several industries are our partners or even our members. So for now, it's really hard to say that we provide any concrete position, the job opportunities to any particular person. But if you have hello, it's clear? I'm sorry, the mic has some technical problem, so I have not changed another mic. Okay, I guess what I'm trying to say is that we have a pretty good relationship with several non-profit organizations and also some industry partners for the non-profit organizations like ISee, ICSSI, and Commercial Commerce Research Center, and so on. And right now, our society does not provide explicit job opportunities. But if we already have some expertise in service science, service design, or even some IT technology that can be potentially applied to services, I think we should be able to help a little bit. So just contact us, and most importantly, become our members. And our society actually have 3 regional alliances: one in the north, and one in the middle, and one in the south. And since you are from Houn-Gee University, it will be a part of our north regions. And there are many professors in your region, so you may try to get in contact with them. So anyway, try to contact us, and we provide pointers and links to you for the contact.
Okay, thank you for. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for President Hwang sharing. I think it's the same question I have asked for Masaaki-san to answer that. In particular, I see your presentation material. There is quite a few of industrial and school kind of collaboration research project undertaken. So any specific model you have seen to kind of promoting school or industry to collaborate together and to sponsor the faculty and conduct research, or even with a student to get involved in the research project?
Okay, thank you. Actually, most of cases that occurred by each industry and each laboratory or university one by one. So it's something like collaboration work and contract work. But not in present, but at the beginning of our society, the government tried to promote those kind of collaboration between the industrial part and several university parts. That's a national research funding related to focusing on the new service research. And interestingly, that is not focusing on technology only, but that funds requires something like a combination between societal science and engineering, and with industries. So, of course, we still have those kind of frame of the national research funds, but not so focusing on the service science. So we shall discuss with the government to return back those kind of service science focused research funds. That's very effective.
Thank you. Yeah, and how about Malaysia? Is there any experience or any example you can share on how to establish the linkage between industry and the school, in particular in funding research or students get a practical experience?
So I think in terms of for students to first select join or interest in service science, I think the most important thing is to get the knowledge of service science concept. Okay, so it's either that you are join the training, the workshop to have this service science mindset. Okay, so and then once you have the correct service science mindset, because you know, service science, there are lots of definitions, there are lots of approach of them. So you need to have a good mindset, a good understanding of the service science. So once you have a good understanding of service science, and the next thing, how to apply the knowledge. And then once a person, especially student, have this knowledge, so and then they could somehow apply to the industry. And then in terms of, because the industry, they are really concerned about how the application of the knowledge. So especially the society is like, even Malaysia, we have workshops, we have seminars, and we have lots of like training. So these are the opportunity for students, okay, to have this experience. And also the society also have the connection or relationship, collaboration with industry, okay, because the industry people also, like for our society, the industry people also join our seminar, our training, our workshop. So when the students, the academicians, and also the industry are in one place, so it kind of like enhance the experience and also make the students more confident, and they could somehow be able to contribute to the industry. So that's what the industry want. I think joining the society is very, very important. Be a member first. Be a member first, and then not only the member but active member. So it will open lots of opportunities.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Indeed, joining as a members of the society, that will be a very good platform for you to reach out to different stakeholders to get connected. So any others question from the participants? Okay, so our panelists, any others conclusion, remark you want to make?
Yeah, let me comment a little bit about our relationship with industries. Actually, over the years, we have seen quite a few demands on talent related to services and demanded by the industry. And I think the most convenient way to connect with the industry is through the society. So the society hosts several competitions, workshops, and forums. So, for example, just as I mentioned in my presentation, we have an InnoConnect Plus, and each year we have 6 enterprises pose questions to students. And the reason why this enterprise are interested in joining competition is that I think the most important consideration for them is that they will have a chance to find the right talents. So through these kind of activities, you'll be able to get in contact with some enterprises. And as a matter of fact, several of our cooperative enterprises have offered internship and projects for the student groups who are doing well. And in addition to that, we from time to time have offered some workshop or forums. So for example, on the 1st of June, just last month, we have a forum with the Expedition Association, and they need people with service science expertise badly. Okay, so something like that. I think by joining society, you get a chance to get to know, get more knowledge, and get in contact with the related enterprises that you are interested in. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for Professor Hwang's comment on that. Indeed, I think all these different societies have many different activity or workshop provided to the member for their benefit in order to know what's still happening and then to further to develop their new skill in face of the new challenging and so on and so forth. Okay. Any others from participants now? Okay, so indeed, from this panel, we learned quite a lot. I found that a common agreements is service innovation, and that is human-centric service. So it means we need to focus on people, on the society, in order to innovate something and then get co-created value for the benefit of all the stakeholders. And that's why this panel has been held. We would like to learn from each society, and we can co-create a new value in the future and continue collaborating in a way not just among our society, also we can embed all the technology to assist or even empower or enact our any new initiative. And that's, I think, is a service science about. Always try to create a share bigger and bigger. I remember I heard someone saying, everything is service. Okay, exactly. Created by the God. Okay, so I mean everything we see around related to service. So hopefully, we together we can promote the service science in the near future by further collaboration and further engagement and further embrace the opportunity we are having ahead. So thank you for our 3 participants and our 4 participants online, Ambassador Hsieh. Thank you for all your sharing. And really is a wonderful sharing, so let us to know better regarding our opportunity. Hopefully, we can work on the same common goal and achieve what we expect to achieve in the near future. Thank you all again. Thank you. Thank you for all the participants from the virtual online. Thank you.
So please, thank you, moderator and speakers. So to show our appreciation, Program Chair Professor Lee will have a gift for all of you. So please.
Yeah, wait a second. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Ambassador Hsieh, they're going to send that the appreciation token to you by mail.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3.
Let's make a sum up. Is it okay? Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Professor. Thank you.
Okay, good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
I will send you and
所以陈老师在他自己位置上面站。
对，我们要把它就把它反正